So let's touch and agree. And it's 2024. Let's get ready to sparkle.
Good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibes and we creating,
yeah. Hey lovies, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Ebony Monique, and on my channel we focus on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. So let's get right into it. It's 2024. We made it. We're breathing. We're here. We made it. That means that your 2023 was beautiful. Your 2023 was blessed because you are still here. So I am praying that your 2024 be even more magical, that is filled with great health, fascinating beauty, jaw-dropping romance, infinite prosperity, and genuine happiness. So with that being said, let's talk about me. Let's talk about me. Let's get a little update on what I've been doing. I haven't been blogging much. I have not been that personal with you guys as I was last year, but I want to get back. I want to get back to the real. I want to get back to you being more involved in my life. So let's start on health. Let's start on health. So it's 2024, and you know, every time a new year rolls in, that we always have these new year resolutions that we come up with. I've never been a big fan, to be honest, of new year resolutions because I'm like, we should not wait till the new year to do things. But I do understand as the year goes on, there's a lot of things that can be taxing and stressing. The approaching of the new year is kind of meant to self-reflect. Think about all of your past accomplishment or the things that you've done this year, the things that you went through this year, how you can do things better. So we tend to correlate the beginning of a new year with new beginnings, a chance to start refresh, to regroup, and set new goals. So this year I kind of went with how modern society views the new year, and that's okay because I do realize that I needed to make some changes. God has definitely blessed me with this platform. I am not doing as well as I thought I would, but I have nobody to blame but me. I am not consistent. I don't have any discipline, and I just basically a very emotional person, and I'm just handling this content creating based on how I feel. And I do recognize that I should give myself some grace because this isn't my only job. I work a 9-to-5 job, and I'm also a hairstylist. And then I also have my other personal roles that I play. A girlfriend, I'm a daughter, I'm a mother, I'm a friend. So, and then I have to be there for myself. So it's a lot sometimes, and I have not been putting the energy and the focus solely into this platform that I wanted. Nobody made me do it. It's something that I always have wanted to do. So I need to do better. I want to see more from this. I want to go full time. I want to go full time. I want to go full time. But in that, I still want to be able to support myself just the way that I do now and even better. And I don't want to give up. I don't want to suffer financially. I do understand that this whole career, and I'm calling it a career, it's not a hobby, it's a career. It's risk taking because at any time situations can change because you're almost like an independent contractor. You're not on anyone's payroll. So that's a risk in itself, but I'm willing to take that risk. But what I mean by take a hit, I don't want to take a cut back from what I make now. So I need something that will sustain it, at minimum sustain me, but my goal is for it to take me even further. But my primary purpose is that this is something that I just enjoy doing. I enjoy being real. It gives me a chance to be transparent, and my goal intent at the end of the day is that someone is blessed from what I share, my transparency in my life. I'm being a vessel for God. I'm letting his light shine through me. So I always, even though I like to have fun, I'm not super religious. My spiritual life belief, my relationship with God is there, but I'm not real a religious person, very religious. So I just pray that the content I put out is still pleasing to God, and I hope that it's respectful to God, and that I am using this platform in the way that he intended me to use it. My camera is going dead. Y'all give me a second. I don't know if this balance, I need to put the balance on this. Okay guys, I'm back. I had to change my battery, which I thought the battery was originally fully charged, but child, who knows. But anyway, I went ahead and wrote down some talking points, because if I don't, I'll be all over the place, and I really don't want to ramble. I'm trying to be a little bit more intentional with how I arrange and do my content, but at the same time still being organic, if that makes sense. Okay, so let me look at my notes and let's get to the first point. So I kind of just wanted to touch on like how I've been feeling, and I have been allowing my not my self-esteem, but my self-image issues to kind of hinder me from blogging, creating that kind of content, something that's less structured. And the reason why is I just figured like I really need to remove my personal feeling. I can't take things personal, but at the same time I still need to be personable. And what I mean by that is that because like I put effort into anything I put out. It takes time. It takes time away from my family. It takes time away from everything. But again, this is something that I chose to do. But with that being said, a lot of times it's hard to take the personal attachment to the content I put out away because of the time and the love that I put in it. But with that being said, sometimes because my videos, they may not get a lot of views, especially compared to some of the other YouTubers, but these girls have been doing this for years, and I find myself still, no matter what, comparing myself sometimes. And I shouldn't do this. Sometimes I look at other people's videos and I'll be like, they got all those views and just doing that, and here I go putting in all this effort and I barely get 200 views here and there. But again, there's a lot of reasons behind that, and I have to stop doing that. That is not healthy. That is so freaking toxic. But my subconscious makes me feel like people don't like, that means people don't like me, or people just simply don't like what I put out, when I know that that is not true. So I am working on that, but I can be honest with myself, and I know that is part of the reason why I have not been consistent with putting out content beyond other life be life and besides that. But I have to stop making up excuses and be more disciplined in this whole process, in this whole journey. I'm just gonna pray to God that he removes those negative thoughts from my psyche, so I continue doing what I love. It is making content, putting out the clothing videos, doing more vlogs, being more transparent and personable with you guys. So y'all pray for your girl. But if your prayer's not gonna be genuine, don't pray for me. So that's kind of my thought process. And another thing is, I can't worry about with comparing. I look at, oh, their backgrounds are so nice, or oh, they have these things to show you guys, all of these clothes, or oh, they have the latest fashions, or they have the nice car. Not saying I don't have nice things, because I for the most part I do well for myself, but I'm not going to live outside my means. That's one thing about me. I'm not going to live outside my means to catch up or keep up with the Joneses. But at the end of the day, my mind and my psyche still starts to try to play tricks on me. And then I'm like, I don't have no nice background to show, so I'm not finna record this. I don't have nowhere to go. So what's the point of me putting up a blog or the activity I did or recorded? This looks boring compared to some of the other content I see. So even though I recorded, I'm like, I ain't gonna upload it. I ain't gonna put it out. Nobody don't want to see that. So I think I have a sort of imposter syndrome. I'm not sure, but I'm sick of it. I'm sick of me. So when people always say new year, new me, that's what I really want for myself. All I can do is pray and be more intentional and be more disciplined. That's where it starts off with. So I just want to continue to give you this real and raw content and not try to mold my content or make my content look like everybody, not everybody else, but other people on here, because it's people putting out all kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong, all the videos that I watch are not just people out here with the fancy cars and this and that and all the designer clothes. That's not true. Sometimes I look at girls and they're living just like me, and they still have tons of viewers and tons of subscribers. So at the end of the day, what's mine is mine, and when it's time for it to be mine, it will be. But I just have to get out of my own head. I really do. I have been my own worst enemy this year in 2023, but I'm still thankful because 2023 was good. 2023 I got monetized, and we're gonna get on that too. I'm gonna let y'all know how much my first YouTube check was and how much I made for the year on YouTube. I also made some money from my Amazon store and my shop profile. So we're going to get into all of that too. So next up, let's touch on health. My health kind of fell off after, I'm going to say, the summertime. I don't know, last time I exercised. It had to be close to like spring or summer was the last time I exercised. So I'm not going to tell y'all I'm finna get back into this hardcore, which I never was in a hardcore exercise routine. But I do want to practice more, add more activity, physical activity, intentional physical activity into my lifestyle. And I'm thinking about maybe in the morning, some mornings going for a walk around the neighborhood, or just start back doing my step aerobics, or take at least 30 minutes of my day and do some form of exercise. Also, with me eating healthier, I do want to become more intentional about my meals too. I do have healthy habits. I've still been doing my ginger lemon ice cubes. I still been doing my water. I can fill this up every morning, multiple times, not multiple times a day, I'm gonna say like twice a day, because sometimes I don't even get through my first one. It's actually this water I think is left over from last night before I went to bed. But I still do my ginger and lemon ice cubes in my water. I still make my smoothies periodically. I kind of had backed off during the holiday season from doing those hot girl summer salads, but I love doing those because they help with my my digestive system. I feel so cleansed because they're gonna send you to the bathroom, but not in a bad way. But it just I feel different, and I noticed that since I haven't been doing that, how my gut feels. So I'm going to get back into all of that. When I finish recording this, I'm actually going to go to the grocery store and get all of my produce and everything I need to make my salad. Still have ice cubes left because I constantly make those, but I do want to practice better habits in my meals. So a lot of times after I get off of work, I just run to a fast food spot and pick something up, and I want to stop that. That is not just going to help me with weight, because I'm not, well, per the schedule and the doctor's health chart, it says that I'm obese, but I feel good. I like the way I look for the most part. So my primary focus is more so health and not weight loss. Just being better inside, having my labs look better, being able to not breathe so heavy just from doing 5 minutes of physical activity. So that is my goal for health. Okay, and for beauty, I went through hell last year with my skin. Y'all excuse the lighting because I'm using natural light. I do not have on any light in here, which maybe I should come on some light. Let's see if this make a difference. Yeah, that make a difference. I'll leave it off. But beauty. So, like I say, my skin took a toll last year, and it's recovering. I've been eating so bad this holiday season, so my face, I have gotten some breakouts, but it's not like horrible. But these are all on me. That's from all of the sugar and everything that I've been eating. But far as me having that crazy acne like I was having, no, I'm not having that, and I'm so thankful for that. And I am working on my hyperpigmentation. I feel like my skin, it's glowing more. I feel like my skin tone is becoming more even. The only thing that I've been doing, like my routine, guys, is that I use Panoxyl foaming cleanser. I put a squirt in my hand, maybe like a dime size, and then I do a pump of liquid gold dial soap. And that's what I use to wash my face most of the times. And then once a week, I'll use my Proactive exfoliating cleanser to exfoliate. But after I wash, I use my I dry my skin, I dry my face with the disposable towelettes, and that helps to not keep transferring bacteria. So after I use them, you just throw them in the trash, and I get a bulk of them from Amazon. They're not that expensive. So after I dry my face, then I use my mask that I got from Dr. Dennis Gross. So I've been rocking with this, and I feel like it also is contributing to the changes that I've noticed in my skin. So I'm living by this. It has 3 settings on it. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is kind of expensive, and you probably could get a cheaper version of this for somewhere else, but this is what I've been using. So I use my mask after I cleanse. Then after that, I moisturize. I use one of the Proactive, I think it's the Proactive Plus daily use moisturizer. It's not heavy. It's a lightweight moisturizer because of the way my skin is. Heavy moisturizers tend to clog my pores, so I use that, and I'm good to go. And like I say, once a week I exfoliate, and then I started using those daily exfoliating. I was using those every day when I was having the active acne issues, but now I only use it once a week. So, but I am proud of the progress. I'm happy with the progress so far in my skin. And also, speaking on beauty, I have not even said anything about my new look. And this is not really a new look because I've been wearing wigs, as you can see. I have not rocked my blonde shortcut in a long time. And at first I was saying I was just going to wear the wigs during the wintertime. But I don't know. I don't know. We might not see blonde baldy in 2024. So this is one of my go-to looks, and I actually recorded, this hair shedding, I hate that. I actually recorded how I did achieve the look, but I do not think I'm gonna upload that. And why? It's not because I was comparing or anything like we was talking earlier. It's simply because I ain't laid my tracks right. It's been a minute since I did this style on myself. I do it on my clients, but why ain't just take that method and do it on myself? I don't know. I don't know what I did, but I didn't lay my tracks right. So I want to show y'all something that I'm not going to even stick to. Like, that's not my way, my method of installation. But I think I will try to record it again. I'll probably take this out in about a week or so because my birthday is coming up next week. And I think I want to do a wig for my birthday. I don't know. I never know. I wake up in the morning and just be like, I want to change my hair. And because I do hair, I can do that. So yeah, I had waves, child, on the side, but these waves have been slept on for a week. I have not really did anything but do like this to my hair, and that's the beauty of this style. This is my this is another go-to look for me that I always seem to gravitate back to. I do different colors at the top. Well, I ain't gonna say different colors. It's either gonna be black or a variation of different blondes. But this time I just wanted to keep it clean and simple and do black. The hair I use is this Janet New Yaki hair. It mimics real African, well, it mimics African American relaxed hair for those of us that have more like a 4C, that kind of more on the kinkier side. Like once we get relaxers or blowouts, it kind of mimics the texture of it, mimics that. So I like to use that versus the regular silky hair, because baby hair ain't silky. My hair is not silky. I have to blend. But I did put relaxer on the undercut part. This is an undercut. I didn't have to cut my hair any because, you know, my hair was already short. So once I put the relax on it, it kind of relaxed out. And then I just waved it up. I combed the back straight, but I got waves on each side. But like I said, it's kind of a mess right now because it's been a week and I haven't did anything to it but slept on my hair. That's what's going on with my hair. And what else can we say about beauty? I don't know. I'm just beautiful. I can say that, and I'm going to stay beautiful. And yeah, that's about all that I have on the topic of beauty right now. I know in the past though that some people have asked me about doing showing how I do my makeup and the products that I use. I'm kind of just getting like a solid routine because a lot of times I'm all over the place trying to figure out new products. And then with me too, vacationing during the summertime, my skin turns fast. Like I'll be one shade, and then as soon as I come back, well, once I go on vacation, I get some sun, my skin don't get one level darker, it gets darker. Like right now I'm still kind of dark. I can see my skin kind of lightening up a little bit. So I just have not really had a chance to find like a foundation that I'm just like sold on. But at the end of the day, I still can show you what I've been using, what I've been mixing together, and just my basic, like, everyday. Well, I ain't gonna say everyday makeup because I don't wear makeup every day. I only wear makeup if I'm like going off, hanging out, like getting in these streets. Other than that, baby, I'm barefaced all the time. All the time. But my regular go-to, I will show you my regular go-to makeup routine. I will put that down as a topic for a video. Because again, I am being more intentional, and regardless of how I feel, if it's better than this person or better than that person, I'm taking all of that out, y'all, because that has been holding me back from being great and giving y'all what y'all asked for. So okay, let's move on to the next topic. Jaw-dropping romance. You know, I said I pray and I claim for y'all that y'all have jaw-dropping romance. Well, I pray the same for myself. Yes, me and my man still together. I'm not talking about I'm looking for a new man and nothing like that, because that is not the case. We are pretty much hardcore still together. But here's a little bit of transparency. Like in most relationships, over time, things seem to get a little chill, and with our relationship, it's different than the typical relationship because he's rarely home. He goes and he works on a ship for about 4 months at a time, and then he's only home for like 2. Well, sometimes that takes a toll on our connection. So lately we haven't really been like locked in like we were, you know, a few years back. But I recognize that, and I just pray. We talk about it, but I don't know, we haven't really like made intentional worked on it intentionally. You know, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, we recognize it, but we keep moving and doing what we're doing. So I honestly just, one of those things where it's like uncomfortable conversations that you have to have. We've had some uncomfortable conversations in 2023. We had some misunderstandings in 2023. And I think that 2023 for me, romance wise, was different. Different for us. It was new to new in our relationship. And I think it was a growing pains era in our relationship, a season in our relationship. So I am claiming that 2023 we're able to get that connection back that we had in the beginning, because we're both good people. He's a great guy. We do have like some issues with communication, and I think that that has to do with his first language isn't English. And I hate that for us, because I know that we're both trying. He has a good heart, and I know that he's trying. I know that it's just simply sometimes you can't help it. Like, just the communication is just off. Like, if I'm saying one thing, my intent for whatever I'm saying is one thing, he'll take it another way, and I'll try to explain it as best as possible, because I never want to offend or hurt anyone, not just the person I'm not with, or anyone. And then sometimes it's still vice versa. Sometimes, like, he might say something to me and I might just blow my top, and I have to come back and apologize and say, I'm sorry that I took that way, because after he explains how he meant it, I'm like, yeah, I'm tripping. But some of that also has to do with baggage from past situations, not even just past relationships, but just past experiences with people, period. And I was like, in my very first relationship, well, not first relationship, my first marriage, I was controlled a lot. And anytime somebody tells me something, the way that it depends on the way that they tell it, and also the mood that I'm in. Sometimes I tend to take it as they're trying to control me, and I'm not having that. I vowed after I got out of that marriage that I would never allow anyone else, not just a man, but anyone else, period, to control me. And I'm still working on how I respond to certain things that he said, because he's Haitian, and if anybody knows anybody that's Haitian, the way they talk is very direct, and that's not how they really mean it. It's just the way that they talk. So like I said, our communication has kind of caused a lot of blow-ups and arguments in our relationship, but we very much so recognize that, and we are working on it. It's like a implied working on it. Like, we haven't sat down and said, oh, I'm going to do this, or we're going to do this, even though we send each other like relationship memes and kind of infer like that, hey, like we're actively trying to work on it, but it's nothing where we actually have talked about it and say we're going to do XYZ. So I'm just praying, because sometimes I don't really have the energy to even like focus on it. Like, I'm focused on it and I want a great relationship, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to argue. I don't want to fuss. I don't want to disagree. I just want to love. I just want you to love on me, and I want to love on you. So sometimes we kind of sweep a lot of things like under the rug. So I'm just praying that God works his magic in our lives for both of us. Help us to both grow. Help us to self-reflect when we have disagreements. And it's all to make us be better, and one day maybe even be husband and wife. Like I said before on our anniversary video, I'm not rushing the process, because when it's time, it's time. Even though we've been together, I think this year 2024, it'll in September of 2024, it'll be 4 years. And even though some people look at it like, oh my God, it only have 4 years and he ain't proposed or nothing like that. Well, our relationship is a little different. We're not together every day. We're not around each other every day. And this is what works for us. So we have to do what's best for us, and not based on society's timeline of when they think how long you should date before you get married. But it's a feeling. We'll know. I think both of us will know if we're wasting each other's times, or if this ship has sailed, or if this is something we keep working on. So I love him dearly. That's my boo. My boo, my boo, my boo. And I wish he was here today with me, but he's not. He's not, but I love him. He knows I love him. I rock his world. I do. Even though He don't say it all the time, but I know I do. He loves me. He makes sacrifices for not just me, but him and his whole entire family. But I just love the man that he is. He's not perfect by far. He's not perfect by far. Sometimes I want to snatch his old face off. But he's mine. I love him. And I'm sticking into it until the good Lord tells me not to. Or until the day we die. So let's see what's up next. So I talked about health. I talked about beauty. I talked about romance. So let's talk about prosperity, finances, all of that good stuff. Now I'm an accountant by career. That's what I am. I'm an accountant, but I work as an auditor, but I'm a numbers person. I am a numbers person. I be all over my finances. But 2023 ate me the fuck up. Ate my bank account the fuck up. Y'all. It's so many things that popped up unexpectedly that were out of my control, and some of them were in my control. Some of them were bad decisions that I made, but the decisions cost me dollars. The things that popped up cost me dollars, man. My bank account looking real crazy. That's my baby. Hey, baby.
Shit.
Tell your friends on YouTube hello. Tell them Happy New Year. Baby, tell your friends on YouTube Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone.
I'm doing a New Year, New Me content. I got about 10 more minutes on. I'm just chit-chatting, just telling them what's up with us, me, talk about a little bit of everything. But I'm almost finished. I'm at the end of it. So,
Don't worry.
all right, babe, I'm going to call you back as soon as I'm done. All right. That was my boo, babe. But, dang, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, finances. So, y'all, my bank account so ugly. I hate that. I be such in a funk when I ain't got no money. And when I say I ain't got no money, I'm not broke, but I get my bank account levels, my money levels. Once I get below that floor, I give it it don't have a ceiling. It can fly off the roof as far as I'm concerned. But once it gets to that floor, I ain't good. I don't feel good. I don't like it. I do not like it here. And I just feel like my back against the wall, like there's nothing I can do. I got an escrow shortage on my house. I had to get my driveway fixed at my house. And if you've ever had concrete poured, yeah. Y'all remember I brought that timeshare. Bad idea. Don't you ever purchase a timeshare. And it's a points timeshare thing, so it's not like you're tied to one location. And it probably has some perks out of it, but it doesn't work for my lifestyle. And then when I found out like I couldn't use my points, my Marriott Vacation Club points as like hotel points, oh, I was pissed. But I had already purchased it. The man, and see, I felt like I was bamboozled because the man, we were clear as to why we were excited about purchasing the timeshare or whatever you want to call it. And he let us sit up there and think that we would be able to utilize our Marriott Vacation Club points as Marriott Bonvoy points, which are like for the hotel chain part of it. Because when we go out of town, we don't stay at those resort villas and stuff like that. We tend to stay like the JW Marquise or places like that. We can't even use it there. And then to transfer the points over, it's not even worth it. So I just feel like that's money. And I paid over $30,000 for that. At first it's like you almost sounded like a mortgage, but the interest rate was so high that I did not want to keep paying like monthly payments. So I just, after having it for like a month or two, I just went ahead and paid it outright. So like I said, that's $30,000. Yeah. And I'm not using it. I did put it on the market to sell it, but I don't think people buying it like that. So I'm just leaving it in God's hands at this point and hoping that eventually I'll be able to recoup some of my money, or he may just say, hey, start using it for family vacations, like not with just me and Junior, but with me, the kids, my mom, my sister, or something. But I had to leave it alone because I was driving myself crazy thinking about the bad decision that I made on that financially. So my bank account took a hit, my savings took a hit on that. The stuff going on in my home, just when you have a luxury car, even getting it serviced. I was on my service B with my Mercedes, so y'all already know that's about $1,500. Then they say I need brakes and brake pads and rotors on the back, which I just got them done less than 2 years ago. So I'm thinking that the person my man had took it to, that they kind of bamboozled us on that. So that's another, I think I got quoted like $1,300 to get that replaced. Like I say, the escrow shortage on my house because our insurance in Florida skyrocketed up, and my escrow shortage is about $2,500. And then there's other things happening in the year, and you know what, and I can't even, as I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I can't even remember. So that's what just shows you how blessed 2023 really was. Even though I took hits, God still said, I got you covered. God still says, I got you covered, to the point that I honestly, just talking off my dome, I can't even remember. The things I'm telling you about now or are things that recently happened. So yeah, I just, right now, I just don't like the way my bank account look. And I don't have any different or more income coming in than what I normally do. And I'm just trying to regroup, and it's kind of frustrating because I still want to live life. I don't expect my boyfriend to pay my bills. I had those bills when I met him, and if we, for whatever reason, didn't make it, or he passed away, or whatever the case, I shouldn't say that, but when I say pass away, I've had somebody in my life to pass away, which I depended on. I had quit my job to pursue my wig line, and he was helping me until I had claimed until I was able to take off. And within a year of me quitting my job, he passed away. So when I say passed away, I don't mean to take that lightly, like I'm dead ass. I done been in that situation where I was depending on what somebody was providing to live. So, okay, let me not get emotional. So what I'm saying is that I don't depend on him for that, and I don't even ask him to or make him feel obligated to do that. I pay my own bills, and he helps in other areas. He gives to me in other areas, and I just, like I said, I don't have anything different, more money coming in. So I'm just like, Lord, I can't do nothing but depend on you, because the place I am financially is very uncomfortable for me. It's not something that I'm used to, and it's very uncomfortable to have to cut back. I don't want to cut back on nothing. I want to eat what I want to eat. I want to go where I want to go, which I don't really go nowhere. But at the end of the day, I am willing to make the sacrifices to be more disciplined, because I had gotten real crazy with some of the things that I was doing. When I say eat what I want to eat, eating stupid. Like, you can't be fine dining 3 and 4 times a week. That don't make no sense. I didn't do that in the past, so why the heck am I was doing it? So it's just little things. Like, I can't just scroll every time I see something on YouTube, but every time I see something on social media, and just go buy it. that's what I did in 2023. So these were some of the bad decisions. So it's not all on the fact that, oh, these things happened and my lack of income coming in. No, I was living recklessly when it came to like spending or whatnot. So I just need to be more intentional even over my finances. I never had to set a budget before, because the money that I brought in was always easily could cover everything that I had going on, and I still had extra, so I never had the budget before. But I'm going to now, and not just because I'm not broke or anything like that, but not just because my bank account is low. I just think it's good financial habits. It's healthy financial habits to do that, to have some control versus you letting your money fly out. Because the thing about me too, I'm a giver. I am a gift giver. I love to give back. I want to start donating and giving back to those less fortunate and different things like that. So that is what's kind of going on with me financially. But with that being said, that's a good pivot into YouTube. Okay, so I started my YouTube page. Well, I've always had a YouTube channel, but it was just for me to view other people's stuff. It wasn't for my content creation. So I created my new channel. Let's see. So I joined YouTube. It says June 15, 2022. So this year will be going on 2 years. In June 15, 2024 will be 2 years. For the first 6 months, I was kind of consistent with making my content, but that first year I wasn't monetized. I didn't make any money. It was just me doing YouTube, just being happy, free, real, and raw like no other. Then I stopped. There was a break in me putting out any content, and I'm gonna try to go back and see. Took about 2 to 3 months off around. Okay, so I took out the February 10th, 2023 was I did a collective clothing haul for Shein and Fashion Nova. Then after that, I took about 2 to 3 months off. I was having conversations with my cousins, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. It's just that, making up all these excuses as to why I thought I was gonna stop. And I started back. I cut my hair. That cutting your hair thing it does something. So I gave myself one of those talks. I cut my hair. That's when I dyed my hair blonde. Then I put out that Micah's video and took off. That Micah's video got, as I'm looking now, 156,000 views. That got me monetized. And check this out. It was 1 month before my watch hours started to fall off. I don't know if y'all know how the YouTube monetization process works, but you have to have so many watch hours within like a 12-month cycle, and they drop off after 12 months. Like, they start to drop off. So I'm like, Lord, I had already got like watch hours, and I wanted to continue to build on. I didn't want them to be taken away. And look at God. He heard my call, and he said, trust me, my daughter, trust me. Ordered some stuff for Micah's. Had never had they been popping up on my timeline, I think on Instagram. I said, you know what, let me go ahead and try some of their clothes. Purchased a couple of items, tried them on. Y'all liked it. Some of y'all here now because of that Micah's video. So I'm so thankful to Micah's, and that's why I rock with them. I ain't gonna lie, their clothes aren't the best quality. They are fast fashion. I understand that, and that works for some of us. It works for me. All of my stuff I have is not this top quality item. Some of my stuff is fast fashion, quick, and just depends on what it is. And I'm gonna always rock with them. I'm gonna always support them. I actually they sent me a package about a week ago of some like different mesh dresses, which I already done hooked them up. I know how I'm gonna style them and everything. Now, I am excited about that content. I just haven't really had time. but this weekend I'm gonna record that. But I rock with micas, and I'm gonna always make content for micas. I don't care if how big I get. I don't care. I'm gonna always rock with micas because God used them to help me to get monetized. So from that video in that first month, which was July 21st, 2023, was the first check that I got from YouTube. And when I say check, I'm not talking about physical check. The first payment I received. And I ended up getting $870.71. I can't make it big, but anyway, I'm not going to show you how I put a thing up. $870.71. That was July 21st, 2023. So August 21st, 2023, I received a payment of $243.31. And after that, because I hadn't been as consistent, and it's all on me, and some of it is just that the algorithm. I'm gonna put it on the algorithm. Some of my stuff that I thought that probably would get more views, it didn't. But again, I can't be mad. It's the way the cookie crumbles. So the payments after that started dropping off. Now with YouTube, you have to have it earn at least $100 in your I guess you want to call it bank. $100 in your bank before they will release a payment to you. So say if one month I made $50, well, they're not gonna send me a payment for $50. You have to wait until the next month, or whenever you get to the $100 minimum, and then they will send you a payment. So after August, I did not get a payment for September. October, I got a payment in October for $196.12. I didn't get a payment for November. In December, I got a payment for $198.27. So that's where we are at now. So let me give you the total. So for 2023 from YouTube, I made $1,508.41. And I'm gonna say that's about after 12 months of being kind of consistent. And when I say consistent, for me, that means like posting 1 to 2 videos per week. So I know it's not a lot, but it makes me feel like I am growing, like my channel is growing. I am getting somewhere. Would I like the pace to be faster? Of course, but I'm not going to be discouraged. I'm going to continue to push through, and whatever God's will, let it be done. I also have made a little change off of my Amazon storefront, as well as my shop. And the amounts are not even nowhere close to that, but that just gives me and helps me to see. Well, that just lets me know how these platforms can allow you to earn money if you really work them. So it's up to me. I have to put in the work. I can't keep saying, oh, I'm gonna let God just gonna bless me and he gonna do this. No, I do understand that I have to put in some work. So, but that's just to let you know that these different social media platforms, these different shopping platforms, they can be a way for you to earn more money, just for those of you that may have thought about even just getting into the whole content creation. Now, I will say don't do it for just the money, because that's with anything. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it was you choosing your career. Don't do anything for just the money. You have to have some form of passion behind it. So a lot of the content that I create is based on things that I enjoy doing, content that
Motion detected at your front door.
That's my stepson. Motion, talk about motion. I forgot what I was talking about. It's based on things that I just enjoy doing, because I want it to be natural. I don't want stuff to be staged. I just want everything to be kind of organic. You know, I always say that real and raw. That's my whole thing. I want to be real and raw. I can't be real and raw if I'm doing things that are not me and don't feel organic. So I do realize there's more effort I can put into making my content, into editing, into planning, and that's what I'm doing. So with that being said, I went ahead about 2 days ago and downloaded a 2024 digital calendar. I'm using the Good Notes interface on my iPad, and I'm waiting for my stylus to come in, my stylus pen, my Apple pen, iPen, or whatever it's called, to come in so I can start actually writing in it and planning it. And I love the interface so far on the digital planner that I choose. I purchased it from a Etsy store. And how I got there is I was motivated by looking at Aaliyah's Face video that she recently put out regarding digital planner. So I don't think, even though I got to the Etsy store based on her link that she put in her video, I didn't use the one that she actually used in her video, but I did the stylus pen that I ordered. I did get that off of her Amazon storefront. But I'm excited about that too. I just feel a shift. I feel like I went through a lot of growing pains last year. I learned more last year. I did a lot of self-reflecting about how things that happened to me last year, a lot of it wasn't just because shit happens. A lot of it had to do with me, my lack of. So 2024 for me, I am using that time. I am using this new beginning as a new beginning for me to set goals, to become a better me, to become a better person, so that I can see, so I can have a better and brighter future. As long as I got breath in my body, I want my time here on this earth to be great. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to be down all the time. I know that my pure joy comes from my inner peace. And happiness is just an emotion. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad. But when we have joy, you'll never, there'll never be a moment that you're just in total disarray or you're just totally down, because you know at the end of the day, how the song says, joy comes in the morning. Joy will come in the morning, and the morning may not really be the morning, but we just know that when we're down, I always look forward. The joy allows you to be able to look forward, to know that there's gonna be a better day. So that kind of spills over into happiness, my overall happiness. So I am happy. I'm gonna put it this way, I am joyful. I am full of joy. Even when days that I'm down, that's what I always do. I'm like, well, this is just temporary. I'm gonna feel better soon. I do not sit there and wallow in my periods when I'm down. I don't do that. That doesn't say that I don't feel down. I just don't sit there and wallow in it and just, oh, woe out me, woe that. Well, I can't even talk. I don't like, oh no, this is can't be happening to me and all. I don't do all of that. So Lord, time flies. I told my man I was going to call him back. That was 30 minutes ago, and my memory card is dwindling now. But let me go ahead and end this video, guys. This is a new year. Happy 2024. New year, new me, and that's for sure. So, God bless you guys. I pray that my prayer for you will be, it is so. Let's touch and agree. And it's 2024. Let's get ready to sparkle. Oh, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share my video. I love you, lovies. Bye.